Hey, you. Yeah, you. Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast?
We're two busy moms and boss ladies. If we can do it, you can too. When we were trying to get this podcast off the ground, we had a lot of questions. How do we record an episode? How do we get our show into all the apps people like to listen to? How do we make money from a podcast?
The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now, Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast. That means you can get paid to podcast right away. In fact, that's what we're doing right now by reading this ad. So if you've always wanted to start a podcast and make money doing it, go to anchor.fm/start to join us and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor.
That's anchor.fm/start. We can't wait to hear your podcast. You're listening to Boss Ladies and Babies.
Business BLAB.
We're taking off our mom hats and letting our entrepreneurial side show.
So grab a notebook and give yourself a bossy timeout. Welcome back to Business BLAB. This is Mickey.
And this is Megan. Hello, everyone. We have some exciting news. The brand new strategy that you've heard me talk so much about is almost completely out of the beta testing and is getting ready to open enrollment for the official program that's happening at the end of this month. So make sure that you are one of the first to know what's happening, what's coming up, and sign up for my VIP mailing list. You will hear about enrollment first. You'll find out tips and tricks and any info that's coming up with the brand new, and just, be special on that VIP list. So head on over to www.bossladiesandbabies.com/thebrandyou and find out more.
Great. All right. Well, tonight's Business Blab, we are going to be talking all about productivity.
Yes, so we all know that girl on Instagram. She's running an amazing business. That's clearly her passion. Her life seems perfect and she's raking in the dough. You guys know that girl? We all do. And I'm sure we all have that thought of, if only I had more blank, I could be doing what she's doing. Or she just got lucky, or whatever lies we tell ourselves to feel better. But there's a lot that we don't see her doing, and no one really sees her doing, because running a successful business doesn't come from luck or Instagram followers. And behind every successful entrepreneur, there's a healthy and balanced regimen of habits that happen every day. So if we don't start changing the way that we look at our business and how we work on it, nothing is going to change for us.
So what are some simple things that you can start implementing today to take your business to the next level and increase productivity? We're going to share our favorites in no specific order. So decide and commit to creating habits. Habits are things we do all the time without even thinking about them. They've become so ingrained in our routines that they just happen. That shouldn't be any different when it comes to our business. The more we practice our business habits, the easier they will become.
Absolutely. Creating habits for your business is so important. And I know we said in no specific order, but this is kind of the number one. Starting to look at these tasks that you have to do in your business as a habit is game changing, honestly. So just really, really focus on that one. The next one is time block, which, surprise, surprise, we're talking about time blocking again. I know this is like a big intimidating thing for a lot of people, but it doesn't have to be so detailed or structured. And even the smallest time blocks will help you make space for some of your new habits that you've created. So choose what tasks that you want to do and when you want to do them, and then try to stick to that. The more you do this, the more it will become a habit. And for example, I only check my email twice a day, which has been really, really hard. I do it once in the morning and once at the end of the day. It was really challenging for me to stop that constant email scrolling. I mean, that's just, Instagram, Facebook, email. But I realized that it wasn't a productive use of my time. And if something was really important and couldn't wait, the person would probably give me a phone call instead. So limiting the time spent in my inbox has made a huge difference on my mental health and has also been a gigantic time saver.
Next would be to batch your tasks. So find your time sucks, all those things that are just wasting our time, and try to minimize them by batching them together. A lot of things that waste our time are small tasks that we try to sprinkle in throughout the day. Think about what all of those little items are and work to focus on getting them done in one chunk of time instead of spreading them out throughout the day, and you end up spending more time than you need to on them.
Mm-hmm. I like to do this with like the email checking and then also my social media posts and engagement. That's really, really helpful. So it's like, okay, I know I'm going to sit down, focus on my emails, responding, focus on posting, social media, and engaging. And those are kind of like those little tasks that you can kind of sprinkle throughout the day, but why not just sit down in 1 hour and get it all done at once instead of kind of trailing it throughout the day? Makes a big, big difference. The next one that I really like to do is set a timer. So who doesn't work better under pressure? I don't know if that's healthy. Maybe it's just me. I don't know, but I definitely work better under pressure. And Mickey, I think you do too.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So setting a timer can be that fire that we need to get our tasks done quickly. And for a lot of us, our kids can actually act as that timer, right? So push yourself to beat the time and do whatever you've got to do to get it done before nap time ends or your timer goes off or whatever it is that's keeping you going.
Yeah. Next would be to set priorities. So make sure you're clear on what's important in your business operations and systems, and always prioritize tasks that generate income first. Offering free value is always helpful, but make sure your energy is going to what is going to drive your business forward first. Ask yourself, what tasks can I do today to see the most progress?
Hmm. This one is really good when you're having that kind of like, what should I do next kind of feeling, right? And so I have, and this is something that we should probably actually do an episode on. I actually have a board that I use. It's called a doing, done board, where you take sticky notes and you place them under what you're doing, and you can, or I'm sorry, what you need to do, and you can move the sticky note over to when you're actually doing it, and then move it down to when it's complete, which is a whole nother like rewarding feeling. But when you're sitting around and you're like, what do I do next? I don't really know. Look over to your board or your, task list and see what's going to bring in money. And that makes it so easy so you're not just wasting time sitting around wondering what to do next. You know what your priorities are.
I really like that, especially like I can imagine that in my business because I like to spend a lot of time on the fun, like designing part or like messing around with like layouts on my Instagram or whatever. And that's not where I need to be spending a majority of my time. I need to be going and making things to actually sell. So that's a really good way to keep that to the, front of your mind.
Yeah, we all do that. And then if you're time blocking too, then you're going to have that, time to do the fun things too, but you get the money making things out of the way first.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the next one is hard, okay? Listen to me and do this because it will save your time. Put your phone away. Put it away. Just put it down. I recently started putting my phone away in the closet for chunks of the day when I didn't need to be on it. And let me tell you how amazing it's been. It's been hard, but getting it out of sight and out of mind makes it a little bit easier. So by doing this, I'm more productive, I'm more present, and I don't waste countless hours mindlessly scrolling when I should be working or spending time with my daughter, right? I mean, it might just feel like a couple minutes at a time, but the more you're mindlessly scrolling throughout the day, it adds up to hours, like literally hours. And looking at your screen time or like on my phone, I got a new phone and it shows me how many times I pick up my phone each day.
Ooh.
It's literally disgusting.
Yeah.
And this is kind of what inspired me to do this. And I've been doing it for a couple weeks now where I put the phone in the closet. Game changer. If you have to be working on your phone, try putting it on do not disturb so that you're not getting distracted by every little ding, and try to do as much of your work as you can not on your phone if possible to kind of help with that.
I really like that because I'm one of those people where I cannot have notifications on my phone. Like, I mean, like, as they come in, I have to check them. I can't see that little bubble with a number. It will drive me crazy. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. If I see it, I'm going to stop what I'm doing and either at least swipe it away or like see what it is if it's important. Spoiler alert, nothing is ever important on there. No one's ever urgently trying to do anything with me. So I need to put it, I like that, away, or at least like maybe up on a shelf so you could hear it if it rings, but anything else, it's out of sight, out of mind.
Yep.
But, spend time and energy doing what you're good at. We all started our businesses because we were passionate about what we wanted to do. But somewhere along the line, we realized that there are a lot of things we don't love that happen behind the scenes. There's no use wasting your energy, time, or talents working on the things you don't love and may or may not be great at. We're all about asking for help in this space, and there comes a time where we will still need to ask for some help in our business. Take some of the not so fun stuff off your plate by supporting another business and spend time working on what you're good at and love.
This one is so big. It's just like something that sucks so much of our passion away is spending time on the stuff that we're not good at or that we don't enjoy. So, I mean, just there's a way to find that help and fit it into your budget. I mean, most likely, we've talked about this a lot before on like what places you could find cheaper help, and just having that mindset of you're supporting another business is, you know, that makes it feel better. Like I'm getting help and I'm supporting another business, and, you know, focus on helping other mom-owned businesses that can help you with the things that you're kind of not in love with.
Yeah.
Create systems. We have to stop. Okay, say it with me. We have to stop blindly running through our day-to-day business operations. We have to stop doing this. And the best way to make sure that we're aware of what's happening is to create systems in our business. Systems will help you stay organized and on top of what tasks need to be done when, and will help you really know your business from the inside out. We have to know our business. If we don't understand our business, people aren't going to either. So luckily, there's a lot of tools out there that can help you create systems or get creative and make something up that works for you. You don't have to use a pre-made tool. Take control and run your business. Don't let your business run you.
Next is probably the hardest one for a lot of people. Know when to say no. So have you heard that saying? No is a complete sentence, but it's not something that comes easy to a lot of us. So make sure you only take on what you can handle in your business so that you don't fall into overwhelm. It can be hard to turn down opportunities, but make sure everything you agree to aligns with who you are as a business owner. Be honest with yourself and only do what you can do today. That's especially important if you're also juggling being like a parent or a caregiver. Taking on too much on one end of things can really struggle and bleed over into your personal life. So you have to be really honest with yourself on what you can handle and what you want to be able to handle so that there's enough of you to go around.
And I know for me, like I get really overly excited with something I'm so passionate about, right? And the ideas just keep pouring in. And then I go into overwhelm and then nothing ever happens with it. So really, really weighing out again, you know, the priorities, what's going to bring in the most money, making sure that those things align with your business mission, and then kind of having a dream board or, you know, a to-do in the future of some of these other things that you can't take on right now. You just have to be honest with yourself. If you can't take it on right now and be successful, and do it 100% full out, don't take it on right now. It will still be there later. If it's, you know, working with somebody who is going to be too challenging with your time, don't work with that person. Give it to someone else who could serve them better, right? It's not like a greedy, give me all the things kind of mentality, right? We need to really be honest with ourselves and only do what we can handle. That's hard. It's really, really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's so many other ways to be productive besides what we just mentioned, but these are just some of our favorites. And just so that you guys know, in the brand use strategy course, we cover balance of balancing life and business. So motherhood and business, or whatever it is that you're passionate about that takes up a lot of your time. We talk about all of this and more in depth and just really personalized to you. So again, make sure you get on that VIP list so that you can learn a little bit more. And even if you aren't ready to sign up just yet, you can kind of stay in the loop and, find out some more info about it and some tips and tricks.
Yeah, definitely go check that out. I hope you guys enjoyed this little business blab. And until next time, stay bossy.
Thank you for listening to Boss Ladies and Babies. If you like this episode, be sure to rate, review, and leave us some feedback.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook and join the conversation in our Facebook group at Boss Ladies and Babies.
And until next time,
stay
bossy.